I work as a security guard in a shelter and I got my hand slapped yesterday. I made a video yesterday about how two homeless guy, we refer them as clients, try to flirt with me, and one of them got smart reply from me, funny reply from me. Mind you, me and him cool, by the way, but here comes the funny story. As a security guard, we're supposed to check the clients' bags and stuff, specifically if we know and if we see the sign that they're alcoholic or they the type to bring in alcohol. So this is what I do. I usually go through their bag, find even the water bottles or the Arizona bottles, and shake it. If it's clear, shake it. If it foams up, it's alcohol. If it's Arizona bottle and it's looking like juice, I just open it and sniff it, see if it's smelling like alcohol, then it gotta go. But usually they don't like that shit. Some of them don't like that shit. They come in with the attitude. They don't want to be checked by the security. They don't want to follow the protocols or none of that. So yesterday, this is what happened. A guy came in. This is my first time, by the way, getting my hand slapped in that place. Everybody else, they just come back and say sorry to me if they was being rude to me, you know. But this guy, he comes in with attitude. I'm going through his stuff. He doesn't want to comply. And so I told him, okay, take your own stuff out because I don't like to take the risk. I'm not wearing gloves, by the way. I usually wear gloves, but at that moment I'm not wearing gloves because I feel like my hand is way much more clean than the gloves, because mind you, when I'm wearing the gloves, I'm touching way more stuff. I'm touching the entire shelter facilities, all the bullshit. So all the germs are on the gloves. So if I take the gloves out, that means my hand is cleaner. It's not that serious. Nobody else makes a problem out of it because they know my hand is cleaner than the gloves. So I'm going through his stuff. So he making a fuss about how I don't have gloves. It's OD. This shit is not needed. I'm not doing my job. He's going to report me and all of that shit. Mind you, I'm doing my job. So I low-key caught an attitude too. Okay, then go to my supervisor. While I'm going through his shit, I'm like, okay, go to my supervisor. And he calling me a little girl and all that bullshit when I tell you. So I'm going through his stuff. And then he got mad. And then the fact that I'm giving him replies, so really, yo, even my customer service runs out at some point. So I'm telling, yeah, go to my supervisor then. See, you're gonna get your response. All of that shit, right? So he slapped the fuck out of my fucking hand, yo. He slapped the fuck out of my hand. So I had my other security guard sitting next to me. She ran to get the DHS officer because they the only one can use any kind of force. We can't. Under Allied, we can't. When I was in a hospital, we can make citizen arrest or we can tackle or restrain people. That used to be when I used to work in Westchester Medical Center. In Westchester Medical Center, securities can do it because we are trained to. But under Allied, no kind of force. You get punched, no punching back. You get slapped, no slapping back. Anyways, the DHS officer comes. It was a whole fucking commotion, oh my god, commotion in access control. The DHS officer there, they're trying to calm him down, they're trying to talk to him. Well, he straight up blamed that shit on me. He said I threw his food. Well, I said check the cameras. He don't like that I'm giving him replies too. Check the cameras. He's also saying check the cameras. But we already know what's going on because the guy came in with the fucking attitude, and a lot of people does that at that time. They come in with the attitude. They don't want to be searched. None of that shit. So we already know. We already know what the case is. The DHS officers know what the case is. Okay, here comes the funny story, how this story about to tie to what happened last week, but the video I posted actually yesterday. So remember, there was two guys was flirting with me, one the pigtail one and the other one that came back around want to take care of me. So me and him kudo, you know what I'm saying? So he heard the commotion. He heard the commotion. He was right behind him, ready to be served. He heard the commotion of what was going on in the access control. So he came in, rushing in, asking the other security guard that was there with me what happened. And she told him that, yo, she got her hand slapped. Mind you, the guy who slapped my hand been gone. But there was another guy after him. So he thought the guy after him did that shit, and he went after that guy. He made a whole fucking commotion, a whole fucking scene because of me getting my hand slapped. So he went after the guy, but the thing is, funny shit is, he went after the wrong guy. The guy that slapped my hand, he been gone upstairs. But the guy that he fucking going after, he literally did nothing. Only thing was that he was right after the guy and he was there during the commotion. So he thought that was the guy and he made a whole fucking scene. Nah, that's a woman. You're not gonna slap her hand and all of that shit. Oh my god, he was going off when I tell you. I hear that shit, I was dying laughing because first of all, okay, you heard the commotion, right? You feeling protective over me. I get it. I respect him for it, right? But he went after the wrong fucking guy, man. Fuck you, go after the wrong guy. Even though we were yelling from the back that, yo, that's not the guy, that's not the guy, that's not the guy who slapped my hand. Said he's not paying attention. Only thing he's thinking, nigga, what? You slapped my crush's hand? You slapped her hand? And that's a woman too? I'm going after you. The first nigga that I see there, I'm going after. So then the DHS officer had to go there and calm him down and tell him, yo, bro, that's not even the guy. And the situation is done with. Over. Let's keep it calm. She doesn't need a knight in shining armor. And then, after the situation calmed down, all the DHS officer, all the security guard gathered in the access control, and we had a fucking laugh, yo. Because the fact that one of them is more funny because one of them, it was an aid worker talking to the DHS officer. Oh, this is what happened. These people always at this time come in with all the attitude and shit like this, which we know. And then here comes her knight in shining armor. And then he used the word, the black knight, or I don't know what the fuck you call it, the white knight or the black knight. Why probably when I post type of shit like this in online, they find it so insensitive, and they the one who start feeling offended. Bro, the people who works there and the people who is there, they know that we have special kind of connection with them. It's a professional connection, but at the same time, it's a funny one too. They don't get offended, trust me. They don't get offended, and all the shit that we hear, all the cursing and all of that shit, we don't get offended either. Simple as that. Simple as that. Anyways, I'm about to get ready for work and I'm gonna go today, and I'm actually gonna talk to the guy and be like, yo, bro, how the fuck you gonna act like my knight but end up going after the wrong guy? How the fuck you gonna do that? And I know he's gonna ask me who exactly did it, because yesterday he asked me who did it, who did it. And the funny shit is, if we was to give him information who actually did it and he went after the guy and harmed him, we would get in trouble. You know, so I cannot give him the information. So I'm gonna explain to him, bro, even if you want to be my knight in shining armor, I cannot give you the guy's information. Why? Because if some shit happen, if commotion happens, it's gonna fall on me because I gave you the information of the guy. Not gonna lie, a lot of clients there look out for me and are cool with me. So another one came because he heard the situation. He came in and was like, yo, I don't like how these niggas keep fucking with you. So I told him it's because I'm tough. Get it? And I understand why these clients keep messing with me. You know why? Because some of these other security guards actually not doing their job. They're not doing a thorough search or whatever, and they're not actually catching their alcohol. And then I come to the shift, I'm doing my shit, I'm catching their alcohol, so they get wild. I'm actually doing a thorough search too, so they get fucking wild. Also say the word because I'm a tough one is because since I'm cute and I'm term little girl, they think I'm gonna go easy on them and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. And the next thing you know is motherfucker. I deal with way worse shit when I used to work in Westchester Medical Center. It was one thing after the other, one thing after the other, no break, one thing after the other, you know. And I actually like a little chaos because it keeps me entertained. I don't like a boring job. I don't like a job where shit not happening, shit not going on, and you got barely shit happening. I like a job where I have something to do, you know. So it's like this place is keeping me entertained. It's funny as hell. Some of these clients are super funny, and some of these workers are fucking funny. Sometimes I get the most hit is because I'm actually doing what I'm trained for, and a lot of these security guards are not. You know why I do an actual good job? It's not because I want to show off or anything. It's because I have a lot of experience in this field, and I know how much people could get in trouble if they don't actually do their job. Because imagine, this is what happens when you actually don't do a thorough search. They actually take that fucking drink and get drunk as fuck in their room, and then guess what? We have to send them to the fucking hospital. This is what happens when you don't do your fucking job. I have experience as a supervisor and a sergeant and just a regular security guard. And in a place like a fucking hospital, I take that shit serious. I'm not gonna do a sloppy job. I take that shit serious. Because that's what I'm supposed to do. As much as they dislike me, they know, deep down they know that we do it because we're trying to keep the facility safe and themselves safe. And we're keeping them safe. Because if we don't do a thorough search, the alcohols don't get caught. And then up there, they get high off of K2 or they get drunk as fuck. And the next thing you know is they're causing a whole fucking commotion, whole fight. And then guess what? They so drunk that they can't even fucking respond or stand straight. And then guess what? They get sent to the fucking hospital. And that's how you lose your bed, lose your opportunities, and all of that shit. You lose track of why the fuck you even ended up in a homeless shelter where you could get so much shit done just by being there. You can get a cheaper apartment, so much benefits, but you lose track of all of that shit when you get drunk as fuck or high off of K2.